Good morning. Myself Ashagla Devi, Assistant Professor in Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to discuss about the subject CS3352 Foundations of Data Science. Under this, we are going to discuss about Unit 3, and in Unit 3, we are going to discuss about correlations and scatter plots. So first we are going to discuss about what is correlation. Correlation is nothing but it's a process of establishing the relationship between two different variables. So we have different types of correlations: positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. Positive correlation in the sense, if the two variables we are using, comparing or move in the same direction, means we are calling it as positive correlation. For example, if one variable increases means the other variable value also increases. If one variable decreases means the other variable values also decreases, means that is called as positive correlation. So what is negative correlation? So if the variable moves in opposite direction, for example, if one variable value increases means the other variable value gets decreases. So this kind of correlation is called as negative correlation. So what is no correlation? If there is no linear dependency between, or the relationship between two different variables, means we can say it is a no correlated variables. And these are all some of the correlations: strong positive correlation, weak positive correlation, strong negative correlations, weak negative correlations, moderate negative correlations, and no correlations. Strong positive correlation in the sense, so if the two variables have same frequency of increase. For example, if the value of one variable increases means the other variables also increases in the same way. If it decreases means it also decreases in the same way. So which happens negatively in the weak negative or strong negative correlation. For example, if one variable value sharply increases means the other variable value sharply decreases. And in this slide, we are also going to discuss about the positive relationship, negative relationship, and little or no relationship. So we can discuss this with an example. Consider we have some friends group, they are sending and receiving some greeting cards between them. So Doris sent 13 cards and he received 14 cards. That means there is, for both input as well as output, he is getting the same way. For example, if we are sending more card means he gets more cards. If you are sending, if the person John is sending less card means he is getting less cards. So it is a positive relationship. So when you are considering the negative relationship, consider the same person Doris sent 13 cards but he receives 6 cards. That is, one variable is in the increasing way. For example, he is sending more cards but he is receiving less cards. So which gives a negative relationship. Little or no relationship means, so there is no relationship between the number of values sent and the number of values received, means that is called as little or no relationship. So next we are going to discuss about the scatter plots. Scatter plot is a graph containing cluster of dots that represents all pairs of scores. In a simpler way, we can say a scatter plots are the graph that represents the relationship between two different variables in the data sets. How we can construct a scatter plot? So if you want to construct a scatter plot means we have to plot it between independent variables and dependent variables. We have to take the independent variables in the x-axis and the dependent variables in the y-axis. And we have to locate the dots between the relationship between this independent variable and the dependent variable, and we have to place it in the form of a dots. So what is an independent variable? If there is no relationship between two, for example, if a particular variable will not affected by the other variables, means that is called as an independent variable. So what is a dependent variable? If a particular variable will be affected by the other factors, means, or the other variables, means that is called as an dependent variable. For example, consider the sugar level of a person. It's a dependent variable. The sugar level of a person varies based on the number of calories he is taking, his weight, his age. All these factors depends on this variable, right? So this is a dependent variable. How many calories we are taking is an independent variable, which will not affected by the other factors. And how we can check whether a scatter plot is a positive, negative, or little or no relationship. So the first step is we have to see the tilt and the slope. So if the tilt is from the lower left to the upper left, upper right, means we can say it is a positive relationship. That is the first diagram. This diagram. That is, we have to, the graph should be moved from lower left to the upper right. Then if the dot cluster slope moves from upper left to the lower right means that is called as the negative relationship. So what is little or no relationship? If there is no such kind of slope means we can call it as a negative, or we can call it as a no relationship.